if you're going to do something, you should do it to the best of your ability. But to do that, you need to know how to do it. So today, I'm going to explain to you the 5 easy steps on how to wait on a table. Now, as a waiter, it's different from other jobs because you only get paid $2 an hour and you depend on tips to make all of your money. So, how well of a job you do directly correlates with how much money you're going to make. If you do a terrible job, you're going to make no money. But if you do a great job, you can make a lot of money. Now, as a server, you just need 3 things. You need a pen, you need a notepad to write on, and you need a positive attitude. Now, I know the attitude thing sounds corny, but being positive to your tables is really important because it rubs off on them and it helps them have a good time. Now, the first step is the introduction to the table. Whenever you introduce yourself, it's important to let them know your name and to find something you can relate to with them. Whether it's a shirt they're wearing or what they're watching on the TV, just find a commonality. In an interview I held with some of my coworkers, Ryan Clark stated that it is important to create a commonality or a relationship with your table because this creates a bond between you and them, which makes everything go better. Now, when you're introducing yourself, you're also going to be taking the drink order. When you're taking the drink order, it's important to note any kids' cups that you need to make so no spills happen, and if someone would like lemons. The second step is going to be getting the order. Now, this is the most important process because you need to make sure you accurately write down what they want. The most frustrating thing to a customer is when they wait all that time for their food and it comes out incorrect. So be clear, write it down, read it back to them so everyone knows that you have it down correctly, and that's it. Now, the third step is important. You need to immediately go to the computer and you need to put the order in. You put it in right away because the longer you take to get it into the computer, the longer it's going to take for your customers to get their food. You also need to take note of any appetizers they need and check on refills. In another interview I held with a coworker, Mickey Robinson stated that refills are crucial. The number one thing that a table relates to a bad job is constantly having to ask for refills. So if their drink's always full, they'll think you're doing good. The fourth step is important. You need to take out the main course. But before you do that, you need to make sure the table is clear of all the appetizers and any salads or anything you had to make for the table beforehand. That way, when you take the main course to the table, there's room on the table to put it down. Now, when you put the table down, you also want to check for the quality of food and make sure they're happy with how it tastes. The fifth step and the last step is going to be asking if they need any to-go boxes, if they want to split the bill at all, and you thank them and tell them that you appreciate them so much for coming in. This really just helps them know that you appreciate them, and it might help you with your tip a little bit. So now I've taught you everything you need to know, and I know that all of you will be impeccable servers if the opportunity ever presents itself. I showed you how to nail the intro, get drinks, take down the order accurately, get the food out to your customer, and thank them for their time. And that's how you wait on a table.